In today's exhilarating episode, we shift our gears to the dramatic Friday at Suzuka, packed with surprises on and off the track. From unexpected weather challenges to Logan Sergeant's formidable crash, there's a lot to unpack. But that's not all. We are also looking into the buzzing world of Formula One drivers. Who's going to take over from Lewis Hamilton at Mercedes? Could Sebastian Vettel be making a comeback? We will get into all this and more as we chat about what is going on in Suzuka racing and what is shaking up the F1 driver scene. So let us get going. Well, it was certainly no ordinary day at Suzuka. The practice sessions were pulsating with energy. But the event that really shocked us was Logan Sergeant's daunting crash. His high-speed impact on turn 15 caused a wave of concern, not just for Logan's safety but also for the impact it had on the overall race strategy. Although Sergeant walked away unharmed, a sense of fear hung in the pit lane. The incident disrupted the rhythm of the race, forcing teams to rethink their strategies in a split second. The crash, coupled with several other minor incidents, resulted in the control post waving red flags, shutting down the track on and off. As if the disruption wasn't enough, the weather presented another sizable challenge. The day turned gloomy, with rainfall soaking the track. This combination of a wet track and the aftermath of the Sergeant's crash injected a sense of unpredictability into the event. Teams and drivers had to grapple with slippery conditions while also navigating the psychological repercussions of the crash. All these incidents set a tense backdrop for the race, making the Friday at Suzuka a roller coaster ride. Despite the unsettling start, the practice sessions had an array of interesting facets. First off, these sessions brought to the limelight the unbreakable spirit of our drivers, braving the weather and continuing with fierce determination. In the midst of these challenging circumstances, what really came to the fore was Max Verstappen's performance. It is impossible not to marvel at the Dutchman's unwavering focus and skill as he maneuvered his Red Bull car around the sodden Suzuka track with remarkable precision. Verstappen, despite the adverse weather, managed to clock an impressive lap times consistently, marking his territory and showcasing his prowess once again. Alongside Verstappen, two other drivers who triggered the interest meter were George Russell and Lewis Hamilton. Russell, donning his usual Williams attire, did steer things up with his commendable resilience. His nuanced driving and brilliant positioning on the track, especially in rainy conditions, showcased not just his skills but also his strategic acumen. On the other hand, Lewis Hamilton is always a force to reckon with. Despite some grueling sessions and stiff competition, he managed to steer up powerful displays of his world-class talent. Hamilton's ability to maintain speed and agility even during adverse conditions was a testament to his experience and his indomitable will to win. These practice sessions were not just about the speed of the cars but a thrilling exhibition of strategic execution at its finest. Speaking of impressive drives, we find ourselves at one of F1's most captivating crossroads, the quest for Lewis Hamilton's successor at Mercedes. As the sport braces for the eventual changing of the guard, speculation is rife on who will fill the massive shoes left by one of F1's greatest. George Russell, already a part of the Mercedes family, has often been mooted as a prime candidate. His recent remarks acknowledging Hamilton's irreplaceable impact on the sport, yet expressing readiness to step up when the time comes, underscores the mixture of respect and ambition driving the young Brit. Russell's performances, laden with maturity and brilliance, seem to affirm his potential candidacy for this coveted seat. This narrative takes a fascinating twist with whispers about Sebastian Vettel's possible return to Formula One circulating in the paddock. The four-time world champion, known for his sharp wit and racing intelligence, suddenly emerges as a wildcard in this high-stakes game. While the prospect remains speculative, Vettel's experience and leadership qualities present an intriguing option for Mercedes. Will they look outside their current roster? Thus, as we navigate through this period of transition, the discourse around Hamilton's successor and Vettel's potential return adds layers of intrigue to an already spellbinding F1 saga. Before we continue our discussion, I have a question for you all. Who do you think is the right fit to fill the void left by Hamilton at Mercedes? Could Vettel's leadership and experience outweigh the benefits of nurturing a youngster talent within the team's ranks? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let us dive into this fascinating discussion. Alright, let's get back into the action. As we delve into the prospect of Sebastian Vettel's sensational return to Formula One, it is essential to glance back at his illustrious career and the pivotal reasons behind his retirement. Vettel celebrated for his remarkable stint with Red Bull Racing, where he clinched 4 consecutive world championships from 2010 to 2013, stands as one of the sport's greats. His later years with Ferrari and Aston Martin, although not as trophy-laden, showcase his resilience, passion, and unmatched racing intellect. His decision to retire came amidst a desire for personal time and to focus on environmental activism, leaving a legacy of excellence and advocacy. Amid speculation, Toto Wolff, the team principal at Mercedes, dropped a tantalizing hint that steered the F1 community. Wolff acknowledged Vettel's unmatched experience and leadership qualities, stating that such traits make him an intriguing consideration for any top team, including Mercedes. This acknowledgement from Wolff has reignited discussions about Vettel's potential return, highlighting the respect Vettel commands within the F1 circle. Vettel's decision to come back, should it materialize, will likely hinge on several critical factors. Firstly, the opportunity to compete at the highest level with a team that matches his championship-winning aspirations is paramount. The allure of driving for a top-tier team like Mercedes could be a significant draw. Secondly, Vettel's advocacy for environmental sustainability aligns closely with Mercedes' increasing push towards greener technologies, possibly offering the perfect blend of competitive racing and personal advocacy. Lastly, the inherent challenge of returning to the sport, coupled with the opportunity to mentor budding talents and influence the sport's direction positively, could tip the scales. Vettel's potential return to F1 is not just about racing. It is a complex decision intertwined with personal motivations, environmental considerations, and the quest for competitive excellence. As we slowly pull away from Vettel's possible comeback, let us venture into another exciting aspect: the dynamic F1 drivers market and Mercedes' long-term plans. The drivers market in Formula One has been especially vibrant in recent seasons, with several big movers and potential rookies looking for opportunities in the sport. This mix of youthful exuberance and seasoned experience makes for a richer, more competitive landscape that continues to elevate Formula One. Mercedes, a team that has championed both youth development and experience, is surely eyeing this evolving market with keen interest. They have often invested in promising talents, grooming them for future glory. Prime example is Andrea Kimi Antonelli, the rising karting star who shines in the Mercedes-affiliated junior team. Antonelli's raw talent, blended with the coaching and membership under the Mercedes umbrella, bodes well for his future prospects and Mercedes' long-term strategies. On a parallel note, if Mercedes' dream of roping in the current maestro, Max Verstappen, remains unattainable, alternative strategies may come into play. Mercedes could look towards torturing their young prospects, such as George Russell or Antonelli. The Silver Arrows could also ponder over experienced candidates, like Vettel, should he choose to return. In essence, Mercedes' approach is likely to remain multifaceted, a blend of fostering young talents, considering experienced hands, and being ready to seize opportunities as they come. The charm of Formula One remains rooted in its unpredictable nature, much like the driver's market itself. To wrap up, the future of Formula One and Mercedes is buzzing with potential, from Hamilton's looming succession to the thrilling possibility of Vettel's return. These developments could significantly impact the sport. Mercedes stands at a crossroads with decisions that could reshape its competitive edge and legacy. The thought of Vettel stepping back into F1 adds an exciting dimension, illustrating the sport's unpredictable nature. Now it is over to you. What are your takes on these unfolding narratives? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep the F1 conversation going. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe for more updates. Catch you in the next one.